piece. So again, here's the isometric box. Starting at the bottom, this is going to be the vertical line to it. It's a little longer, so it does have a length and a width, so I'm just going to create the width from here. And the length is going to go this way, still kind of following this 30-degree angle. And that's kind of showing, this is just the triangle showing that this is the 30-degree part of the triangle, both for the right side as well as the left side. So I'm just kind of sketching that in very lightly because I'll lose part of it. But I want to start off just by getting the overall length, the width, and the height. So here's the height, here's the length, here's the width, and these intersect. And again, since it's the same angle, here's the 30-degree line coming back across. So that essentially establishes the overall height. I then just have to find about half the distance. This is going to be the edge. And the front side doesn't have the edge, but it does need the other side just to help me find that corner right there. Okay. And then simply to find the center of this, I could just eyeball the center. You can also cross the diagonal, and that will give you a center line where they intersect. And I'm just projecting that vertically up to this top point right here. So now just to project that front side, I just connect these lines right here. So that's the front part of it. To get the ridge, you'll see it's moved over from this overall part that's going to be cut off. So I just connect it 30 degrees back right to here. And here's the same edge. So it's just repeating the exact same backs to the front. And there you have this little house shape. The only thing that's taken out of it is this little triangle piece. So here's the center line for this one, just dropping this down to the base. And you can cross the diagonals there or try to find, just visually see the center line. But I'll just cross them so you can see it. This goes down. And you just have to determine the overall height of this. So if I scale it from one piece, so say it's this tall, all I have to do is travel around the shape because it's the same. So coming down here to this vertical, it comes over this way. So now I have the height of these two. And it is an equal measurement in the isometric, so I just have to find one side and flip it across the other side. And do the same for this. So it's kind of a visual approximation. So this distance is equal. And then right at the base there might be a slight part that you can see, depending on how you draw the 30-degree line there. So there you have it with the section there. So now it's just a matter of trying to determine, with the shading, the light, medium, and dark. So I'm just going to take the front side, so I'm kind of following this drawing, let this part be the light, this one's going to be the medium side, and the right-hand side I'll make it the darker value. So initially when you shade something in, it doesn't matter if it bleeds over the side there. It's going to be enveloped into that part of it. And still trying to take the line. So this light part here has the line I started with, so as long as I blend it in and then lightly let it disappear, that's perfect for the shading. And go in this direction. And just letting it overlap itself. And this edge will be the lightest contrast. This one's going to have the most value right here. Let's see if I can move this drawing down a little bit. So this one still has pretty heavy lines, but you can see the definite shading to it with the base tone and the reflected light. And just kind of get that set up. So I'll push the values on there, but then the cast shadow, still following along with this one here, taking the angle of the base of the light, and this is the angle of where the light's coming from, so that's going to make a mark right there. This one's going to repeat itself in the back, so it's kind of hidden through a couple drawings, but there it is. And this will show this part, and then this one has to be projected down from the top. So it's about right here. So this line is going to go to this point. And same with this back line right here. So you can end up with a shadow that hides itself behind here, right there. And it's just a process of keeping the same angle for this part will give you that shadow. And see if you can't put that together there. Just remember it has 3 different tones, just like on the Illustrator file, and that'll help you shade this pretty quickly. Again, you can use the straight edge to help you. Just pushing it down.